All right, so in this series, I am literally doing deals 2 hours a day. I'm going to be doing it Monday through Thursday. And this is because I realized that a lot of you guys are part time and nothing wrong with that. I don't think you should be leaving your job like a steady income to do wholesaling just to then figure out like crap, deals do take anywhere between 45 days to 90 days to close. And so this is meant to document this. I'm actively closing deals, only working 2 hours a day for 4 days a week. But you have to be extremely focused, right? And so I'm doing it with two lead sources. One of them is an inbound lead source that I can turn on and turn off for the 2 hours, and leads are just coming in. And then the other one is MLS listings that are stale with high equity. Okay. With those two lead sources, as a solo guy, there's really no other lead source that you need. And instead of wasting 2 hours cold calling or pulling list or doing crap like that, we're talking with motivated sellers that we're able to talk to right then and there. So we're able to pick up while they're hot. We're going through a very basic process of building some quick rapport, asking what's got them looking into sell, what sort of timeline they're looking to sell by, what's the condition of the home, and what are they needing to get to move from the home. At the same time, we're looking at equity. We're saying, okay, how much equity do these people have or don't have? Because if they have no motivation, if they have no timeline, if they believe that the home is in excellent condition, if they don't have an asking price, or worse, they have no equity, we have no business talking with them. And so by streamlining it with that process, you're able to get through a lot of the crap. And so if you only, talk with 10 sellers, 10 leads, whether, five off market with a inbound lead source that you turn on and off, or, listed houses that have equity and are stale, if you just talk with 10 4 days a week, you're bound to get a deal. That's just the numbers. That's like 40 leads for the week. And by being solo, you can do deals anywhere from $5,000 spread to $40,000 spread. And so it's a very lean and mean process. And as it builds up, a lot of this is timing. A lot of these deals end up closing 6 months, a year later. And, we have our own CRM that is AI powered, that follows up, that has psychological triggers just to get people to respond and book a call. And so we're closing pretty much as many follow up leads and deals versus like right off the gate type of deal. So with that said, let's go ahead and get started here. I'm gonna first off turn on my lead machine. And I'm doing this nationwide, by the way. You have to know how to do not only wholesale assignments, but novations for this to work, because we don't want to spend a lot of time dealing with buyers or trying to dispo a deal. So we're going to novate it, or we're going to JV with a nationwide dispo brokerage or one of those big box wholesale brokerage, one of the two. And in terms of underwriting, we keep it super simple. What we do is we say, okay, here's the batch leads estimated value. 50% of that for a 45-day cash out sale, 70% of that for a novation. We let them know we're basing it out of the condition that you're telling us. I'm not trying to engineer the repairs. I'm not trying to tell people they're liars. We'll make a fair deal, a fair trade. We're not going to drag on people forever and make them, fail. We have very open and transparent conversations. So that's pretty much our approach. I mean, that's the approach that we're taking. That's the approach that's working so far. So in my case, I'm going to right off the bat start off with new leads. So I'm going to turn it on. And typically I don't want to get more than 5 or 10. 5 is a lot. Typically, if conversations go for a long time, 10 being like a lot as well. And so I have my batch leads account in this case. Maybe you have other stuff that you like. I just like, I've seen based on comping how the estimated value is kind of relatable and close without me having to comp a whole lot. And so I like the cleanliness of just being able to, pull up a quick value and go off of that. And so right now, just waiting on the new leads. And once they start popping in, man, they go all they start coming in super fast. So let's see here. And what this is going on, I'm looking at my follow-ups as well. So like I just got an email saying, hey, I've been at work the whole day, just getting off work. I've gotten numerous messages from you guys. Sorry, but I'm no longer interested. I do not wish to be hassled over again while I'm at work. Okay, bro. Like you requested a cash offer. We're just doing our job. Let's see here. So just got a brand new lead. So hopefully this audio is coming in all right. And New York, Messina, New York. I'm quickly checking to see if it's paid off, what sort of value, it has. If it's one of those that it's a piece of crap that not even the Goonies would live in, I'm moving on because these leads are only $40 a lead. So this one supposedly is worth about 70,000. It's up north, New York. Picture looks pretty decent. And you'll get berated people all the time. Like, don't get discouraged because of that. It's just part of being in sales. Some people fill out forms and then they're pissed at you because you're contacting them when they filled out a form. It's just it is what it is. So Zillow has it at 82. Batch has it at 70,000. This was sold on 2022, so they probably purchased at the peak of this. Not a huge fan of this one. I'm gonna call it anyways for Adrian. I'm gonna hang up on Tony. Hello, hello, hello. No, try again. Hey, is this Charles? Hey, Charles, this is Joel. I believe you requested a cash out sale for North Main. How's life treating you today, sir? Awesome. So again, my name is Joel, and I help qualify the house for a cash out sale with our funding department. I work with you, not against you, if that makes sense. So I guess while I try to pull up some information on it, what's got you looking into maybe selling the home? Okay. And this one that you're selling, is it on the market? Okay. So this, okay. Okay, what are you looking to sell it for? Yeah, I mean, that doesn't make sense for an investor. There's if I buy it from you at 133, I'm looking at Zillow. This estimate has it at 115. How are we supposed to make money? That's why you're not gonna get what you're looking for. I mean, let's just do quick math. You sound like a smart guy. If I gotta buy it, I gotta still pay, closing costs and resell, and there's a risk involved. I don't know how much work it needs, but probably needs 30,000. 20 to 30 is kind of the average to update a home. We're gonna have to buy at half of that, maybe 60, 65, for it to be worth our time. Mhm. Yeah, I mean, I'm not here to, we're not here to insult anybody. Yeah, just knock it out. Knock it out. Thank you. Yes, sir. Thank you. Take care. Bye. Just cut through the bullshit. Move on to the next one. Let's see. Da-da-da-da. Hey, Frederick, this is Joel. I believe you requested a cash offer for Ventress Road. Can you hear me? Yeah, I was just calling about your inquiry for Ventress Road. Okay. So my name is Joel, and I help you, get it qualified for cash out sale. Is there any particular reason you're looking to sell the home? Okay, you're looking to sell just to cash out. Okay, and what sort of timeline are you looking to sell by? Okay, I don't think we'll be a good fit. Thank you, so. Then why are you calling? It's like, don't I'm telling you, don't waste time with these people. Like, just move on. Next, next, next. Because what ends up happening is some of them, they're hiding, or they're like hiding behind something. A lot of them are not, but some of them, when they're actually ready, if you have the proper system, they'll come back. And it may be a year, it may be 2 years, but while you're wasting your time with, tire kickers, you could be you could be chatting with a real with a real seller. You know, that's just the facts. You need about nationwide, probably like 30 30 leads to a closed deal. I'm talking about a closed deal. So we'll keep going. Let's see. We had somebody else that we tried called, didn't pick up. Tracy Ann. Da, da, da. Okay, let's try this guy again. So this guy, we've called him a bunch of times, just doesn't pick up. Send a quick text. Tony just got voicemail. Try calling. Joel. All right. Who else we got? So while new leads come in, you can call your follow-ups. So we have text messages, we have emails going out. Now, AI does follow-ups as well, but you can always do follow-ups. And what I try to do is I have AI have a different caller ID than mine. So we spoke with her already. So we're good there. Now let me know in the comments what sort of questions you have. I read them and I'll answer them. Again, just taking this challenge to show what's possible. Just 2 hours a day. 2 hours a day, no problem. The life transfer stuff, I mean, it's cool. It's just, it could be a little bit overwhelming when it's all like coming at once. But I would tell you that if they're doing a life transfer, they're pretty motivated to speak now. And so you got to strike while the iron's hot. So again, we're building a little bit of rapport. I typically just ask, how's life treating you so far today? That's my favorite go-to line. I try to keep it simple for me and authentic at the same time. Well, I pull up some information. What's got you looking into selling the home? What sort of timeline are you working with? What's the condition of the home? And so if they're just asking appraisal, they're asking like a ridiculous number. If you feel that there's motivation there and that they have equity, you can go ahead and ask them, right? Like, how did you get to that number? Like, it doesn't make sense. And so that way, you're just not wasting your time and you're making them realize how stupid a lot of them may be by just believing that somehow, some way, it makes sense for them to even accept an offer that's high, that is that high. So just going through my follow-ups here, waiting for a new fresh lead to come in. Oh, my budget's up. That's why. Okay. So since my budget's up, I force myself to do $1,500 budget, right? So couple things. You want to request your credits. Make sure that you are requesting your credits. That way you make damn sure that you're making the most out of your ad spend. So, I mean, there's many ways to generate leads, but especially part-time, you don't want to have to figure out marketing. I mean, you can definitely do that. You can definitely try, but I don't think it makes sense. I think what makes sense is to focus on talking with sellers, making the offers. I would delegate the dispo to the MLS or to dispo companies and just focus 2 hours a day talking with sellers. If you do that enough and you do your follow-up and you do on-market listing offers, there's really no reason you shouldn't be generating 5 figures, for sure. Now, you know what I hate about myself a lot of times? Not putting any notes. I speak with this guy. This guy never answers. Gives vague text messages. Okay. Already spoke with this guy. So I'm looking through my conversations and I'm making sure that if there's a credit request to be done, that it is, sent. Um, if an offer was made, make sure that it's been rejected, like making sure that those tasks are done. Let's see. Bring listed, requested credit. Okay, so this is listed already. Credit was requested. Steven Richards wants to. Yeah, this one's a really weird situation with him. So pass for us. Like, if you notice, I'm not trying to dwell over crappy leads. Okay. Found another one. Requesting credit. Never answered. Phone was bad. No respond. Phone is bad. Never answered emails. Crap. Just gonna abandon this one. I don't want my data rates to eat me alive. Let's keep going. Laura Walters. Oh, this lady was real nasty. She's like, she filled out the form and she was like, I'm like super busy. And then we're like, did you sell the home? It's none of your business if I sold the home. I'm like, these people need some Kool-Aid or something. Like, I don't understand why they're so mad at a vendor that they just requested information to. So I just send them like a teaser text message, like, how's it going? See where they're at. Let's keep moving. Okay, this one we actually have under contract. So it's a new contract. This is a deal that we got. One call close. So we're good with that. No need to request a credit for that. Got another one. I already got an offer. Already got an offer. Okay. Is it closing? Is it not closing? What's the deal? I don't know if you guys can hear that dog from my neighbors, but oh my God. It sucks. And this one was a weird one. This is like a house that needs to be torn down, and it has a memo on it. I'm gonna send her a quick text, see what she says. Keep moving. I need to leave better notes. I do need to leave better notes. So, requesting credits, classifying your leads. They're either cold, wackos, or something to work through. But I mean, if you look at it, $1,500, I already got a deal, contract, title has been opened. We don't expect any issues. It was listed, so we don't expect any like title issues. And we have a potential offer coming in at full ask. Not that that happens all the time, but call this again. This guy has been super hard to get a hold of. Calling him again. Telling you. Oh my god, how do these people live? I'm sometimes tempted to just send the offer. I'm gonna write here the ARV 214 looks pretty dirty. Dirty, just send offer. And I'm probably just gonna do that. Let me get her through the credits and yeah, this one's really weird. Still listed. It was a no. Joel, are you an agent? No, but I can get the authority listed and then have an agent listed. So this one, I'm gonna tell you, when you're doing inbound, you're gonna get so many weird situations that it's just it is what it is. You can spend your days dying in a dialer. Or just deal with a little bit of weirdness coming your way. So this lady never answered. I'll call her again. If not, never opened emails, never answered a text message. We called pretty much instantly. Like the lead came in at 312, called at 313. She has equity. I mean, I really wish she would pick up, but sometimes they are spam leads. I mean, sometimes people just freaking love to spam other people, I guess. It does show that is her number. But just no answer. Like a spammer getting people's information and submitting it, because I literally called in seconds from when the lead came in. Let's keep going. Like we got a lead in Alaska. I can't say that I ever done a deal in Alaska. So if you are a part-time real estate investor or just a real estate investor that's looking to work less and profit more, this is our process. We literally have a system that we take inbound leads. Whenever our budget runs out, we're disciplined with our money. So we make offers on market directly to agents. So we do both. And the idea is to get maximum ROI. This is something you can implement 2 hours a day, a couple of days a week, and get to 5 figures. I can say that because I've seen it. Or you can kind of implement this methodology for with your acquisition reps in your business. But especially for those that are part time, that are testing it out, trying to make the transition, I invite you to our school group. We teach novation, nationwide novation wholesaling for free. And then if you want some more help, there's options around that and software around that to help you implement. So with that said, see you guys in the next video. God bless.